Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's a little cold right now, so I'm just going to be sitting here in a hoodie, and my voice doesn't sound the greatest. So, the playtest version for the demo 2 is currently running on Steam. You can download, obviously, Origins, and then you need to put in a specific code. You need to go to your updates to just put this in, and then you have another update, and then you can get into the new playtest. So this is what they're showcasing for October. So this is what it looks like now. This is your home screen. You've got it shows your deck. There is your collection packs, mission news. You can swap your decks across. We have in this build right now, obviously, a deck builder, and you can go straight into battle place. So, in collection, you can see all the cards you've collected. So ideally with this playtest is that you just need to play through 10 bosses. It's obviously not, it is a playtest, so there are some bugs and glitches. Obviously all the feedback is warranted so that, you know, they can update the things and fix it and all that stuff. What you simply have to do is go through 40 games and go through every single of the bosses to unlock all of the cards. And then we can actually, and then you can go from there. So obviously you can technically build in process, but I've done everything as it is. It took a while to get through all those games, but yeah, here we go. So now I've just built up a bunch of couple decks here. And I figured, and yeah, so once I click it, I can go here, and I can check out the decks here. All the card lists are here. You can definitely search them by mana cost, all the information here, what their alignments are. You need a specific typing. You simply just type it in simply, and then bam, all the cards that have the effect that say whatever it is shows up. So it's nice, simple, easy. Got your card backs too. Obviously there's some more stuff here that we've not access to yet, but there are some pretty cool card backs here. If you go into your icon on the top left, obviously your avatars that are available. You can change your username and the title and all that stuff. And then your commanders, which wasn't in the current build on demo on Steam. You have a specific non-tradable commanders, and then you've got all the other variations of them. So like, they're all cosmetic. And they have a nice little background story, which is actually kind of cool. And you can choose any that you want for your decks. This is a alternate art for the Queen of Hearts. Red. That's an alternate skin for Robin Hood. Winnie Pooh. And then this was a character they built specifically for Origin called Big Bob. I think a bunch of people want this commander. I'm curious how we can unlock this one too. But yeah, and then I'm currently using Death as my commander. I actually like him. It's, again, this is a playtest build. It's not fully done in specific animations and sounds, so there are things missing. But you can basically now, once you build your deck out, your deck sort of just lies in front of you like this. And then you can go to play. So I will showcase the deck that I was happy the deck I was having. Not everything is there. So my Discardula deck is here. It's definitely missing some pieces, but this is all the these are the cards that I can run with right now. So obviously Dracula in this build, as it states, you know, when you discard, return me from your grave to hand. When you summon Dracula, summon Brides of Dracula 2/2s on the random space. So the Brides of Dracula were changed from being a 3/3/3s to now 2/2s. Probably a bit fairer, like it's easier for them to die. But yes, every time you discard a card, you can get the HP value up. I think I've got them up like to 6, and they just stay on the board. Like, it's hard to get rid of them at that point. Ugly Duckling, when you discard a card, I transform into a beautiful swan. Beautiful swan, 4/4 that can move. So this is a really cool card. Esmeralda, this is what it's in the play build here. When she is discarded, give a random ally shield. So realistically, yeah, you want to discard Esmeralda. Never really play her unless, you know, there's no way around it. Asan Basan, on reveal, discard a card with even value from your hand randomly. Otherwise, there's no discard. You just get a 3/5/5. So with an Asan, we're generally trying to discard Kostye, because it is the most even costed card. Or if we can, he'll probably discard Esmeralda. Which, and actually, yeah, if you discard Dracula comes back to your hand, because you've technically met the condition of when you discard, return me from your grave into hand. So by discarding Dracula, you've met that precondition, so he'll just come back to your hand. So we have 4 cards that are even in this. And then, yeah, so that's technically fine as well. Aladdin, when I'm discarded, summon me to a random space. Quasimodo, so he's here. So yeah, on reveal, discard your lowest cost card and then you draw a card. This is actually, it has come in handy. The King Shariah, I've talked about at the start of the round. Draw a card, discard it before combat, get that discard trigger. We have the Captain Ahab to discard your highest cost card and deal its cost to damage an enemy. Most of the time, that'll probably just be Kostye. Or it could be Dracula, or it could be Impundulu. I've thrown Impundulu in this one because I think it can technically work because it's giving us a draw discard trigger that we probably can and don't need to use, but you know, it's okay to, when this attacks, add Lightning Strike to your hand, discard it before combat next round. So once it begins combat, this is in your hand, and then you have it until you, and then on the next turn, you can use this. It'll be basically free, or it gets discarded. So as long as Impundulu is still alive, yeah, you can get some value. Kostye has shown what I've expected out of it. Like being a 6-drop 3/3, just continuously discarding this, it just gets perpetually big. I think my biggest power stat for him was 11/11, which was cool. Drink that coffee. 6-drop is, yeah, it is meriting this being able to play this for 6. I have noticed a couple times when games when the cost levels are reduced, it's much easier to play Kostye and get him on the board. And then we have our 3 spells in the deck. Axe Throw, deal 4 damage to any character for 2. Omen, to destroy any character, remove specific threats. And then the other spell in here that I've thrown in because I only have access to certain amount of things, Spellbook, which I think low-key is very, very helpful. So for 3 mana, for the rest of the game, you add a random spell to your hand. At the start of the round, discard it before combat. So this is perpetually always triggering a discard every turn. Okay, if we've drawn Dracula, perfect. And he'll die, whatever, we'll always get him back because of Spellbook, because it's saying for the rest of the game. The spell that it will generate in the hand, it is random. This game does generate cards that are not implemented in the game, which is funny. So don't even bother trying to, they don't work, even if you tried to use them. I have used 1 or 2 to see if it might work, it doesn't. But it can generate some of the other cards that can be played. So it's just funny in that regard. But this is a perpetual discard every turn that's always going to help trigger Dracula and the Brides. So yeah, so that's my Discardula deck. It definitely has it's look, it's fun. It's pretty damn good, but it has its merits where if you do not draw any of the discard engines, it struggles quite a bit, especially when you start drawing into these, and then you can't do much. Like, you really want to have all these dudes in the early beginnings, even on 3 mana. It does take it's not a fast deck. Like, it is a slow pace because, you know, everything is 3 costs. Majority of the deck is all just 3 costs. So I can't do a lot of plays, but hopefully and realistically, like, we get the setups. But again, this was not a fast-paced deck, but it's definitely fun. So I'll showcase some games, and then from here, we'll go in through some other decks that now that we can actually start building. I've gone through some of these decks already, and I've been working on them. I've got Death and Friends for the Queen of Hearts, which I think low-key actually was working pretty well, to be truthfully honest. I have yet to play Dorothy, my move deck, so that's something I still need to play test and try out. It's technically just what the build offers you. I haven't really changed anything yet, so I haven't tried to play it yet, so I need to do that. Magic, same thing. I still need to go through that, and then I've got the Mother of Evil deck, which I'll do one on, and I've got Mulan rolling here, and there was the new legendary they added, which was the King Arthur card. His new effect technically wasn't implemented. It's the old one. I think this is what is supposed to be. They're reverting this to the other one, but right now, like, I've been using this, and low-key, it actually has been working pretty well. I have a deck here that has actually been pretty good, but I'll discuss that next time. Right now, this is Discardula. I like the discard stuff. Like, when you start getting rolling in here, when you get those discard shenanigans rolling, man, it's fun. And getting the setup. So let's do a couple games, and then we'll showcase. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you around. We'll see you next time. Let me know what you think. I like this. It definitely can be improved. It can be better. It's just, I think we just need more discard enablers. Like, you really want to draw those discard enablers early. I think we need access to more ways to discard, that's all. But yeah, let's see, what do we go? Need the money. Ugly Duckling, Asan. Asan's not going to discard anything. And we have King. Quasimodo discards the lowest. Okay, so that's a perpetual discard every turn. I don't hate that. So with 4 mana, do I just cast a spellbook? And then we'll go and get the king? Or do I just go king? Then we'll draw an extra card next turn. I think I'll just throw out the spellbook because I don't really need the spells that come from it half the time. Yeah, so I just randomly drawn a Legion of the Dead, which I can play, but I don't have the mana for it. Hilarious. So now that we've got the discard trigger, I can drop Ugly Duckling down. I think I'm actually going to drop the Brides. We'll get the Brides down. So the Bride trigger, ping for 1, gain 1 HP. Love it. And now we've drawn Dark Omen. So I'm not going to bother with the Dark Omen. We want to get the Ugly Ducklings on the field. I'll
blow your house down.
Unfortunately, we lose the Bride, but that's fine. The Ducklings transform now. So we killed the big bad wolf. I got 2 4/4s just like that. Dark Omen, and we get another high cost card. Now I don't have any other ways of drawing cards. So unfortunately, I will. Do I drop a San? I may just drop the San because I don't have any other ways of really just destroying a card. I don't have any other ways, really, so I'm not really triggering any discard effects right now, so...
Death from above.
As I said, there's nothing to discard for a San, so he doesn't trigger. But we're always generating that perpetual discard, which is cool, but now I would love to draw Dracula. Dracula right now is actually going to be really good to draw. Ah, we drew Kostya. This would have been ideal for a San to discard Kostya. Actually, we can just play Kostya. I can actually just let Kostya die. He's going to come back to hand anyway, so I'm not too fussed about it.
Hundred-acre hero.
Every removal has been used on my card, which has been hilarious. But Kostya is going to now come back to hand. I love the sound. And bang, he's now 5/5, so... Ah, Captain Ahab. They have nothing to destroy. So this would have been ideal. I'll just discard Kostya, make him bigger and all that. So now that there's nothing much else I can really do, I will drop these now and just get some... try to fill up the middle here. We'll get some more draws and discards. I actually have now... Now I got value out of Captain Ahab. To pop the Bigfoot. So we draw Kostya. Grandma's Revenge. Ah, Dracula. Beautiful. Okay, so on 8 mana, I think I will just drop Dracula and I will just blow this up. It's fine. When I do the next big thing, then I'll do this stuff here. So this is a card that's yet to be implemented, but destroy an ally, then summon it on a random space. Grandma's Revenge. This is actually pretty cool. This is definitely going to be implemented for red. I think that's actually a pretty cool thing. This person does not like me having a presence on the board. And I love this. I love this intro with Dracula. Get the piano, summon the brides. Oh, unreveal abilities happen twice here. I didn't even know that. Because that happened, the brides are now going to trigger. That's 2 triggers on the brides. Oh, that's lovely. But because I got that perpetual discard now, the brides are always going to keep triggering each turn. Thanks to Spellbook. So, what I'll do is I'm going to Captain Ahab Chris. So that's going to be a discard trigger. I think I'm going to axe the 3 sisters. Let's see, what we got here? We have 9 mana. I mean, I could just drop Kostya. Or... Yeah, no. We'll just... Ahab, and I will take the middle. I think I'll just cast the Spellbook again. Because why not? Get that extra draw.
Begins.
Oh, Captain Ahab trigger. Discard Kostya, brides. Trigger. I love that animation with Captain Ahab. Just boom. Yeah, kill Dracula. I don't care. Discard the axe. Brides trigger again. Summon Dracula back to my hand. It's perfect. I love it.
Welcome back, friend.
Now we just have all this perpetual discarding, which just makes the brides become just like an awesome thing. Now you know what? We'll drop Dracula here. We'll just drop Kosuke middle. We're really not too fast because we just automatically win off the brides. It just does not matter. No, 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 no. So Dracula can only summon the brides in his location. They can't be anywhere else. But like I said, they just keep burning through, which is awesome. And Death's kill animation is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like it.